My birthday's October 18th, so that means the whole entire month of October is my birthday. And I'm a Libra, so I'm extra. Ha! Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to us. Here goes my review for Joseline's Cabaret, Texas, episode 5. So remember last week in my review when I said that Kay got sent home and then they must have brought her back on the tricycle to be funny? What happened? Oh, okay. By the way, Joseline, made Raven do all that shit last week after she had to dust wet ass about the house. I thought Raven was going to be the house mom, but Andrea is the house mom now because she brought extra weed and tampons. If that's what makes a bitch a house mom, then I don't ever want to be one. I'm not in that pimp hoe life, that stripper life, that night life. I'm not into it. I do want to open up a strip club strictly for big girls in New Jersey. Holla at me if you want to be an investor. But I don't understand that. However, I do understand me, and I know that I would not be able to listen to no bitch like Andrea. I don't respect the way you think, and the way you think has to make sense to me in order for me to listen to you. And the way Andrea is, she would never be able to tell me what to do. How she thinks doesn't make sense to me. Does that make sense to y'all? All right, next. Joseline picks Andrea honestly because Andrea is a run and tell that. So whatever the girls got going on, Joseline definitely will know in the next 2 seconds. And also, Joseline can control Andrea. So that's why Andrea is the house mom. I feel like she can control Raven too, but she noticed that Raven kind of tries to have a mind of her own sometimes on the weekends. So she don't like that. You need to always be thinking about Joseline first and yourself next. And Joseline can dress it up real nice and say that it's about dancing in the cabaret. No, it's about her and the loyalty you have to her and what you're willing to do to show her that you'll put her above yourself. One thing I can say about Joseline is she is looking for minions, but she's looking for minions that can dance, bitch. So with that being said, Oceans, bitch, you better get that dancing together because you got the minion part down, but Joseline's seeing that you be fucking up. Next, we see Envy and Chinks in the kitchen talking about how long they was up practicing that Doon Cha-Cha or the Domino dance, which to me, no disrespect to Ricardo, but to me, the Domino dance is just them twerking. Am I wrong? Next, we see Erica and Isis walk in the kitchen like, hey, y'all, what y'all hoes talking about? They're like, oh, just the dancing and blah, blah, blah. And then they get into the topic of Kay and all the bitches fighting Kay last week. Erica says, yeah, I fought her because she said she was the prettiest in the house and we're only messing with her because she's pretty. That made me feel some type of way because, bitch, I'm pretty too. You don't believe that, bitch, because if you really did, her saying that would have made you laugh or you wouldn't have gave a fuck at all. I could take all this off and be my natural self in a room full of bad bitches and y'all still won't make me feel like I'm less than just because I'm not in my glory at that fucking moment. I'm definitely not gonna want to fight you because you looking good. The hell? I'm actually gonna compliment you and I'm gonna mean that from the bottom of my heart because some bitches are weird. They'll compliment you and not really mean it just so they don't look like a hater but they really are in their mind. Bitch, figure that out. I just want to let hoes like you know I feel your energy and I smell your bullshit. Y'all, I promise that I'm not a cold-hearted bitch and I do have feelings, but I don't feel bad for Ocean crying because you're worried about too much other shit that don't have anything to do with you. That's why you didn't know the dance as much as you thought you knew it. So then some pimp hoe shit happened and supposedly somebody called Andrea and knew that they were fighting and he was like, why you fighting? And she said that it was Lexi. Lexi said it was not me. I don't know none of them niggas. She was like, oh, so it must have been blah, blah, blah. She named other people. The other people come in, I think it was Chinks, Rose, and somebody else from Area 29 strip club. And they're all like, we didn't talk to nobody. We don't know them niggas. We don't have their number. We don't know what you're talking about. You're lying. The easiest way y'all could have got over that situation was calling that man and asking him, hey, who told you that? Boom. And we would have found out who the liar was right then and there. And that's how I know Joseline still wants Andrea around because you telling her that the dog got her going crazy instead of calling her a liar and kicking her out like you would have anybody else. Miss me with that. Bottom line, Andrea lied to Joseline so she don't get in trouble, period. Anyway, after they figure that out, because they really didn't figure it out, Joseline says she's taking a couple girls to the studio with her so that they can hear the new set for the new tour. She decides that from that group that's sitting right there, she's going to take Oceans and Rose. And then she says she might think about one more person. Who's that other person? Kay, that's sitting in the car. Joseline goes sit in the car and talk to her and says, look, bitch, since they call you Jigsaw, I got a tricycle, riding on the tricycle and say, I'm back, bitches, and I'm going to the studio with Joseline. Joseline was like, I know I let y'all vote, but this is my show, and I didn't want her to go home. So Kay can come back, and she's back. What y'all got to say? Joseline said it before I could even think it. There's no way that I would have been riding in on a fucking tricycle after you called me Jigsaw, but go ahead, Kay, make your money. Now, y'all are looking at me. I myself have a big ass head, But Kay has a big ass head. In that fucking confessional, it literally looks like her head is floating on top of that blazer she got on. Next we see, of course, Rose, Ocean, and Kay getting ready for the studio. They're wearing all black. We see them get in the black truck. They're on their way to the studio. In the car, they're talking about how the other girls weren't happy for them and who deserves to go home. See, Ocean, this is why I don't feel bad for you. Because here you are worried about other people. You're talking about you think Chinks deserve to go home because she not working as hard. Bitch, you barely knew the fucking dance. What are you working hard on besides minding other people's fucking business? I want you to speak into the mic because we can't hear you. Why are you worried about everybody else but yourself? What'd you say? Oh, okay. Back at the house, we see Ricardo practicing with the other girls, and he said, hold on. Why is everybody barefoot? They're like, bitch, we not allowed to wear shoes in the house. Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. But he says, I need y'all to put sneakers on. We could Swiffer and mop and shit when we done. Well, y'all can when y'all done. I need y'all to have sneakers on. So they practice. Ricardo see a couple girls sitting down. He like, get up. That's lazy. Joseline gonna ask me my opinion, and I'm gonna say she's lazy. Overall, it looked like the girls enjoyed learning from Ricardo. It looks like the girls actually put in some work while Joseline was at the studio with the other ones. We see the girls pull up to the studio. Before they actually get inside, we see Joseline in there. Dame lo que quiero, dame Joseline welcomes the girls in, says, we're just listening to some music for the tour, but let me take y'all to the back. She takes them back there, and instead of encouraging them for real, she asks them about the bullshit that's going on in the house. That's why I said, Joseline's first priority is to make sure you're loyal to her and you're going to give her all the tea and you're going to let her know what's going on. She's like, who was talking shit about me? Who was saying what when I did this? And who would have thought that an episode of Joseline's Cabaret would have correlated with my life right now? Joseline said, you want people to take you serious? You take you serious, bitch. Got it. Noted. Confirm. Copy. The bus scenes are always the same. It's just the girls recapping what happened in the house, what they expect to happen later. And regardless, they're on their way to the obstacle course. Hennessy fake, because she started talking about how she beat this person up and she'll fight Rose. Hold up, y'all. I thought that was your twin. Where have you been? So they get to the obstacle course first and they realize that, damn, this is some American Ninja Warrior type shit. We not athletic like that. The other girls get there like ready for war as if production told them that the girls on the bus was planning on fighting them. I don't know, y'all. It feel very much like Joseline told them three girls that, hey, the rest of the girls are jealous of you, so be ready to fight when you get in there. They get in there, they all ready to fight. Everybody looking like, why the hell they look like they ready to fight? What the fuck is going on? Once the three girls realize that production lied, somebody lied, nobody's on that type time, they actually get on with the obstacle course. If Joseline was picking y'all based off of this obstacle course shit, a lot of y'all would not make it onto the cabaret because like Rose said, to be strippers, y'all hand-eye coordination is off. It's okay. Y'all not on here to be America's next Ninja Warrior. Y'all on here to be part of Joseline's Cabaret. And that was my review for Joseline's Cabaret, Texas, episode 5. The doors